All right. So from the Basbos where people they give the minister of the FCT some wiki to the one where be say they not even agree the man rest at all at all. They call it ooh, we don't back on a load come out and I don't come out on a contractor. I be a tractor on a thing when I want use bulldozer when I don't come out more. So the news of Willie Obiano, the Anambra State governor's death this evening, and then the debunking. Oga come and say, I dare alive for not die, yo. And then to the Bas Bozo, some international communities don't they give your minister for foreign affairs, Oga Yusuf Tuggar, as he go do interview for Piers Morgan show, and the blast will come after him, especially as then they think say governments continue to deny the Christian killings. All of this matter and more we talk with this evening. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us, Prince Francis Chila. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Welcome, sir.
You're welcome.
I bet no vex. So before we start to try, it didn't matter. We just worry me. Your sister from your village, Loretta Onochi, what's happened to her? Because all of a sudden now her APC president, she don't wake up talk say she don't even want to hear about her. Say by 2027 he must leave, and people are wondering, excuse me, the same Loretta that fought tooth and nail for this same APC. What was going on? Is everything okay at home?
Well, you know that our politicians are very stupid. And quoting, taking them from Wiki, they're also very foolish.
The way you call that stupid, like saying a capital letter stupid.
Yes. They are so very greedy.
Uppercase.
They're very greedy, extremely selfish, and they all lack patriotism. So when they notice that the money they have stolen from the coffers of the Nigerian people is dwindling, and they are no longer seeing any other source of income, they will now open their gully and begin to spill rubbish.
What's the gully?
If you remember, Loretta was one of the very first people to congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And if you also remember the role she played in Buhari's administration, that also brought some shame upon her. You know, when she was nominated, I think from NDDC to INEC and all of that, and all the so people like that are people who have been living off of the sweat of the ordinary Nigerians, taxpayers' money. And so because she's now in a position or in a situation where she can no longer dip her hands in the cookie jar, she's beginning to cry like a small baby.
But not against her own party man. That's what people are saying. Why shouldn't it be against her own party
as you know, she's from Delta State. And interestingly, the governor of Delta State has decamped to APC. So
and she was in opposition in Delta State.
It is not going to be a war where the governor himself, from the Delta State governor, must prove himself to be able to, garner votes for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. So if the governor succeeds in gathering enough votes for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2027, then the likes of Loretta will become, they'll just be noisemakers,
But, so she don't want to make that happen to her now. Waiting make she cry out now.
She wants to be more like I think she wants to be brought into the mainstream of governance. If you recall, you had the late Onoposo. He also cried out before he finally.
And he promised Tinubu saying that them way they be the APC and I go sack him, no be even opposition.
Exactly. So there must be something the Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing that is affecting the people, the members of his party, and they're already telling him, ahead of time that Oga, be careful, because all of us, we know how the matter be.
All right.
Sorry, I'm coming. It's only in a country where elections are rigged and votes are not counted, or votes are manipulated, or they are, they grab, snatch, and run. that you can see people who come out and begin to tell you cannot continue, you cannot win election, because they know that maybe have an issue, you didn't win the first one.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Make us just go run down the matter the Moody Shelley for people this evening. For inside the headline this evening, make a quickly run through some matters in Moody Shelley. Liar and genocide denier. In fact, they say, how embarrassing. Liar and genocide denier. Goldie Ghamari blast Yusuf Tuggar over comments dismissing Christian killings as misleading narratives for Inside Piers Morgan show. And we'll talk about them. Again, terrorists launch coordinated attacks in 5 Sokoto communities, kill several residents, kidnap others. In fact, another headline carry on differently. Say terrorists sack 5 communities in Sokoto state, kill several residents, abduct others. Well, we see they deny, say nothing happened. Bandits impose illegal taxes on Zamfara communities. Bandits, illegal taxes, and those taxes that they pay. Oh, by the way, stampede at Matewale's residence leaves 1 dead, 6 injured. You know, people were very happy to see him. Daddy, oh yo, daddy, people go plenty, go rush up. As they rush, and then people they die. You know, because the joy was too much. You know, too much joy if it cause problem. Ex-President Buhari's aide Loretta Onoche vows Tinubu is gone, won't return in 2027. Waiting happen. We don't know. Now, Ekiti Governor Yebanji imposes 5 million signage fee on political parties ahead of 2026 election. This game now, waiting most governors now don't play. Remember, Wike played it in Rivers State. Now, this one now they don't play them again. So political parties now go pay money for them to do adverts. Oh wow. For them to put their signage. All right, then let's move on to other issues. Nnamdi Kanu files 550 million naira suit against Nigerian Medical Association over alleged forged reports. They say, why on a forge my reports? Why? And I think there's another case about Nnamdi Kanu here. As very quickly, where that story they make a quickly take because Nnamdi Kanu said don't lambast what they call them, don't blast the NBA. Talk say on a silence over my matter. He did definitely, he did worrisome. Why on a good day silence over the matter will consign me? This silence when they give over my matter, you know, they good at all. Yes, your silence aiding unlawful case against Kanu family calls out the NBA, that is the Nigerian Bar Association. All right, then moving on to other issues. 10th National Assembly under Akpabio Abbas is rubber stamp Pro Max, carefully selected for Tinubu's manipulation. Honorable Sergius Ogu, I talk that one. Wait to make it talk, we got done when the time reach. Court aborts PDP convention over exclusion of Lamido, restrains INEC. But PDP talk say, no going back. We won't obey court order. Ibadan National Convention sacrosanct. Here we come, Ibadan. And so PDP talk. That drama would wait for it to unfold before and after the convention, because perhaps the convention will hold and maybe courts will nullify the outcome of the convention, which is quite, characteristics of that kind of issue. Stampede at Matewale's residence. I don't talk about him as he leave 1 dead over joy. Joy, happy to see him. Blatant lie, concoction by mischief makers. Plateau government on Mutfwang's alleged defection. He never still leave. 2027, Saraki Abbas shows no future in PDP. This na group, na talker. Well, all of these are minimal issues now we get to talk about this evening. Thank you so much for joining us, Prince Francis Chilaka. It's always a pleasure to be with you and to have you share your insights for things we get to do with Nigeria. Welcome, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, so earlier today we've been here about the story of the death of the former Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano, and after we hear the story of the death, then we'll now get a rebunking of the news. Say no, I never died. You are there alive for, and all of that. First we hear saying died for a London hospital, but we all know say Willie Obiano in the US in the lead. Then which one can be saying died for London hospital again? We'll come the wonder. But then in don't come the bunk and say die in their life. Would you like to react to that very quickly?
No, well, I think there must be some reason behind that rumor. There must be a reason behind it. But whatever it is, I don't think it has achieved the milestone it was expected to achieve. Don't forget that William Obiano has a case with the EFCC. So it can't die yet. Nobody that has a case with the EFCC, especially in Nigeria, a case involving about 4 billion naira or so, cannot die.
So because of the
God,
case, now he's making not die.
I go
Not
die.
be said to die na better thing, no. But
I go die. No, he has to come and tell us what has played out. I beg. I don't support the death too. I go even go lock the gate of death for him. May no die. There's no need for him to die. He has to be alive to tell us what has happened to our money. After telling us he can go if he wants to go. But for now, he's going nowhere. He's here with us. I'm happy he's not dead. I'm happy he's alive. So I hope that EFCC will take immediate action to ensure that they conclude with his matter before he will decide to finally go.
thank you so much. So let's get straight to what played out today. So our political analyst and human rights advocate, Goldie Ghamari, has slammed Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Maitama Tuggar, over his recent remarks during an interview with British journalist Piers Morgan, where he downplayed reports of religious persecution and ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria. Now, in a post on X, Ghamari accused Tuggar of lying and denying the reality of religious killings in Nigeria. Say in the lie. Say why you did deny waiting we know. Say they obvious. That's what she meant. Because even him, Oga Tuggar also get an outburst when he see him. He had an outburst earlier where he did tell Piers Morgan, say, wait say you they represent for the teaser where you play, no be the full context of waiting I talk. Oga, carry my matter the way I used to come. No carry them half by half. We're coming to that conversation anyway. But let's just get straight to what she said. She says, how embarrassing for you. You couldn't even answer Piers Morgan's questions and he caught you in several lies. Maybe this one I pay me pass. You pay me well. She said maybe in Nigeria you can get away with your nonsense, but this doesn't work in international media. You pay me oh. Maybe in Nigeria you can get away with your nonsense, but this doesn't work in international media. This won't pay me well. Now Tuggar in his own post on X defended his appearance in Piers Morgan's uncensored show. Piers Morgan Uncensored is the name of the show, stating, I appeared on Piers Morgan's flagship program. He tagged Piers Morgan. Let me see if I can highlight that tweet very quickly, so that say they say these are the one person see that Python it become. So that's it. That's the tweet here. So yeah, moving on to they said I appeared at Piers Morgan's flagship program, where that is Piers Uncensored, where I presented a factual and contextual perspective on the misleading narratives and allegations of religious persecution in Nigeria. Now, my explanations supported by verifiable data may not have conformed to setting preconceived views. However, for the sake of integrity and transparency, it is essential that the full interview be aired exactly as recorded, without edits or selective omissions. Nigeria's truth must not be distorted to fit external bases. Did you hear that? Nigeria's truth must not be distorted to fit external biases, rather, he said. And this one, Piers Morgan too, can't answer and sharp too. So Oga, calm down, cool temper. Everything when you talk for the interview, it go on. Now, if you remember, waiting be name Oga Daniel Buwala, they don't put that message, say they don't go different international media to correct the lies they spread about the narrative of Christian killings. So here, Piers answer and say, you seem to be panicking, foreign minister. Rest assured, we will air your comments in full. The show is called Uncensored for a reason. Whether people believe what you said remains to be seen. Now, so Piers tell her. So make I take your thoughts on this, especially as people don't they talk say the government. I mean, Danibala use a matter and say they don't go around different media platforms. They don't go to Germany, they don't go to France, they don't go to different places to talk about this Christian killing. So nothing like that they happen for Nigeria. Meanwhile, to speak to you, killing they continue as they talk to you right now. You see they go on. But make I take your response, sir.
We need to go through. We need to go down memory lane a bit. We need to do a little bit of rejigging of our brains and our thought to help us understand where we're coming from. I've always said that when a politician tells you good morning, you need to go outside to be sure it's morning and not night, and to be sure that it's sunny and not rainy before you respond to that greeting. Honestly speaking, Precious, I'm trying to ask myself, what was going through the mind of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu when, I think in 2014, when he led a delegation to the US to complain about the Christian genocide in Nigeria.
But Chibika Amechi don't deny him, say they no ever at any time go complain about any genocide for Nigeria. That wasn't what they did.
Whatever it is, you see the problem. You know,
but even though there is this video, see there is this video, not vex out, because sometimes it's good to make we talk things, with evidence, so that, because we say we'll see a picture of Kwankwaso, some others, then we go US, then go talk. But apart from that, there is this video this particular lawmaker had with what's her name again? Oh yeah, I think I got that video. Yeah, so yeah, what's this lady's name again? So yeah, she had the interview with him, and for inside the interview, him being the talk and where we say he won't make US government come probe Jonathan over the killings. If they find them guilty, may they bring up for Nigeria, make it constant for Kirikiri. But if in the innocent, make them free. Make I quickly just play and make you could just understand.
And you came just to make sure that they arrest President Jonathan. But why was he not arrested in Nigeria? Why is it that America has to do it?
Because he has immunity. And the American government went to arrest Noriega from Nicaragua. So it's easier for them now he's here. So let them just arrest him here. And you can't even arrest a governor in Nigeria. They have immunity. But in America, he has no immunity. And I pray they will arrest him.
And you want him jailed here or take him back to Nigeria to be tried?
Well, I would want him to be jailed anywhere. First of all, to be tried. I would want him to be tried. And if he's found not guilty, he should be acquitted and discharged. But if he's found guilty, I would want him to spend the prison time in Kirikiri.
So you heard this. However, Ogachibika Amechi saying they know at any time, say rather than US, come Nigeria, just come to tell the parties involved, we're gonna make sure say una behave well for the election. Make a take a reaction.
Precious.
Sir,
you see,
sir?
we have a lying, how do I put it? We have a political class that lies and lies and lies, and they can deny their family members, they can deny their children when they start lying. When they start lying, they lose their senses. They become very stupid and foolish when they begin to lie. You and I saw a video of Wike calling a young military officer a fool 3 times.
He said he did not say it like that.
He called him a fool.
No, he didn't mean to. That said he did. No, he didn't call him a fool.
Please,
sir.
We're not stupid. At this age and time in Nigeria, nobody is stupid. People know what they see, people know what they hear, except the people want to pretend that they don't know what they have seen or what they have heard. But the truth of the matter is that, it is baffling that at this age and time, that those who have taken it upon themselves to be rulers and leaders in this country, they are full of deceit and lies. Can you imagine a Wike coming out to lie to Nigerians, 20-something, 200-something million Nigerians, that caught him red-handed, saying he didn't lie? It is the same thing Amechi is doing. When they do these things, when they tell these lies, they forget. They easily forget what they have said when you confront them. So now the question also asking is, why is government So, I don't know. Why are they so bent in trying to prove that there's no genocide in Nigeria? Why are they so bent in trying to see that the American government does not send military troops or whatever help to Nigeria? If we have bandits that are killing people, bandits that are raping our women, our young girls, bandits that have taken over people's ancestral home and forced the people into IDP camps, bandits that has made it impossible for Nigerians to travel by road, bandits have made it impossible for Nigerians to celebrate the yellow tide the way they used to celebrate it. And your Nigerian government have not been able to nip it in the bud. And somebody is saying, we can help you exterminate these people. We can help you kill them off. And now you are looking for every opportunity not to allow them to be killed. Then that means that the government is complicit. It means that there is something that the government is hiding, not only from the Nigerian people, but from the international community. So in all of this, with all that is going on, all the back and forth, all the money, the taxpayers' money that government is spending, running from one country to the other, trying to build up sentiments and all of that. Why have the killings, why have the kidnappings not stopped? Is that not a failure on the side of government? And I think the bottom line is that the government is not doing what they're doing because they want to end banditry. They want to end terrorism. They want to end Boko Haram. No, I think the government is doing what they're doing because they want to protect themselves, because some of them are culpable. So they want to protect themselves. They don't want the international community to, put a torchlight on them, especially those who have stolen Nigerian money from which they are using to sponsor this terrorism. So I think that is the bottom line. And then for your so-called Minister of External Affairs,
Foreign Affairs, sir.
Okay, Foreign Affairs. The man needs to go back to the classroom. Because you see, first and foremost, let me say this. You say that Christians and Muslims are being killed. Agreed. What is the percentage? Who are those killing the people? Who are those burning the mosques that you claim that have been burnt? Is it extremist Christians that are killing the Muslims? Or is it the extremist Muslims that are killing the Muslims? So we need to know who is killing who, first and foremost. When you establish who is killing who, then we'll be able to understand whether it is a genocide or not. And why is it that with everything that has been going on, how many IDP camps do we have in Nigeria today? Do you know that as we speak, we have IDP camp in Abuja? If not the way the people in the Southeast started shouting, they would have opened up some IDP camps. So if you're having IDP camps, and those in these IDP camps are predominantly Christians, so to say, what has happened to their ancestral homes? Who are those occupying it? And why is it that it has been occupied? And why is it that government has not seen the need to take these people back to their ancestral homes? So the bottom line and the truth is that, yes, genocide is going on in Nigeria. No matter how the government tries to deny it, it is happening. Daily basis, it is still happening. So the government must begin to think, like I keep saying, they must think as if there's no box. Time is not on their side. I expect that now, with everything that is going on, President Tinubu should have the courage to say, these are the list of the 400 names given to us as those sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. I expect that by now, the Reverend Governor in Benue State should have published the names of those who he said he had, records of that have been sponsoring terrorism, banditry, killing the people in that state. So no matter what they want to say, no matter what they want to do, if America is saying we can help you take these people out, and you're saying no, you don't need that help, precious, there's something wrong. There is definitely something the government is not telling the Nigerian people.
But whatever it is now, but see this message with this young lady put up here. Is it enough for her to put up this kind of message to a whole minister? He said, how embarrassing of you. The most painful one.
Your ministers are embarrassing themselves.
Maybe in Nigeria, you can get away with your nonsense.
But precious, no, precious, calm down. Don't go too far. When Ekonemadu had a case in London, you remember what was said in the international media, that if it was in Nigeria, nobody would hold him down. Nobody would have jailed him. How many of your former governors that were having cases with EFCC that ran away and went for abroad, that got arrested and tried and jailed? How many of them? So yeah, she's right. If it is in Nigeria, I mean, your minister, in Nigeria, your minister don't need to talk much. Those who will be clapping will be clapping. You saw what happened between Wike and the young military officer, how people started taking sides with the minister. When it was absolutely clear that the minister was wrong. So in Nigeria, those in power, those in government never believe they are wrong. You don't even say it. Saying it is a taboo. If you utter it out, it's a taboo. But outside the shores of Nigeria, precious, they carry their bags themselves. They join train, and sometimes they stand if there are no seats. They join public buses. They cater for themselves. It's only in Nigeria that right from the airport you start seeing all the boys running around them. So it's not being a minister does not make you a demigod. It does not mean you can't tell lies. Like I've said, Nigerian politicians are good at telling lies. They are good at denial.
Just perhaps wanted to reiterate what highlight what Piers Morgan response when they tell him say, Oga Minister, no worry, all your interview will go show him. See him now. You seem to be panicking. You see, these people know sabi talk to our ministers. They don't know that ministers in big. You seem to be panicking, foreign minister.
No, it's not about talking to your minister. It's because they don't see your ministers finish.
Hell.
That's it, finish. You as a journalist that you are, if you're interviewing somebody and the person is lying, you will know. So they already know that the minister don't talk rubbish, where he don't talk nonsense. They already know that the minister is lying. In all of what has happened, Rain Omokri brought people, brought a mayor and all of that. Who has questioned Rain Omokri? Who has questioned him for his actions? Nobody. Even the government of the day have not seen the need to call him to order. But rather for Rain Omokri to face the reality of what happened, he is busy all over the place looking for Peter Obi. So that confirms the fact that he is being paid to hunt Peter Obi down. So these are issues that, it is the way you present yourself that people will treat you. So they know that what your ministers are doing all over the place now is a jamboree, trying to, build up the image of the government and trying to lie to the international community that there's no Christian genocide in Nigeria. So they know. The American government is not like the Nigerian government that does not have data. Before American government will make a pronouncement, they have the data, they have assessed, they have analyzed the data, and they have gotten the result of the data. Nigeria, look at Nigeria. This is a country where you see your Minister of Finance will come out and tell you that they have shared 320 billion to the poorest of the poor. Cash transfer. Who are you transferring it to? Cash transfer. You are transferring cash to people that have no phone, that have no account. So they know that your ministers can lie. And they know that your ministers are deceived, they deceive the people. So they, whatever you're paying all these international organizations for your press coverage or whatever is waste because they already know the truth. So it's true, your minister is panicking. Do you expect the man to quote it another way? Do you expect him to say it in another way? He has said the things the way it is. So let your minister go and defend himself. In the first place, what did your minister go to do? He went to build, to launder the image of the government with taxpayers' money. Yet Nigerians are not. The government started with a funny propaganda, and the propaganda is any country America has entered into, they go for the resources. So they are telling Nigerians, wake up and protect the natural resources of your land. But how many Nigerians, 64 years down the line, how many Nigerians have benefited from our natural resources? How many? Precious, maybe you are one of the beneficiaries. So if you are, let us know. But the truth is that how many Nigerians are really benefiting from the oil or even the minerals we have? Nobody. It's just the select few, the politicians. They're the ones benefiting from it. So everything you see them doing is not to protect the Nigerian people, but it is to protect what they have stolen from the Nigerian people.
Right, sir. Let's quickly move on to other issues, especially as they still concern the killings. As again, we hear say terrorists, Sokoto State witnessed yet another night of terror as terrorists launched simultaneous attacks on multiple communities in Sabon Birnin local government area. Now, the coordinated assaults left several residents dead, many others injured, and an undisclosed number abducted. That is, no know the number of people they carry. In Northwest security sources, Bakat Sign disclosed the incident today, Friday, describing it as sad news. He said that armed bandits on Thursday night struck Yarbulutu, Gënøcīde, Kalawa, Garin, Magaji, and Damba, all in Sabon local government area of Sokoto State, killing multiple residents, injuring others, and abducting several people. Now, residents fear the latest violence may be linked to recent developments in neighboring Zamfara state. According to ongoing community conversations, a reported truce with bandits under the Bello Tuji faction in Shinkafi local government area may be contributing to heightened attacks across Isa and Sabon local government areas. These concerns, however, remain unconfirmed. That is on our government get truth. That is their, they agree with ceasefire. You know, when you have ceasefire, two people they fight. Can't get ceasefire. That's what it be. Now, in the related developments, we had a panic-gripped Woro community in Kayama local government area of Kwara State. State after bandits launched a midnight raid. It was gathered that the attackers stormed the community about 2:15 a.m. under cover of darkness. According to Voice of Bogo, the gunmen arrived heavily armed, prompting a swift response from Nigerian army troops who engaged them in a fierce gun duel. The confrontation, described as intense and prolonged, lasted from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., forcing residents to remain indoors in fear. Security forces were said to have averted a more devastating outcome, and calm gradually restored to our community. That is to say security no rest. So our gala soldiers respond on time to this one, and they make sure everything calm down. Now residents expressed gratitude to Allah for protection, while community leaders commended the bravery and swift response of the military for how they respond to the matter very, very sharply. Make I take a response, sir.
Have you, in all of this, have you heard the voice of the Sultan of Sokoto? Yeah, he won't speak.
You expect him to react?
He won't speak, but he was quick to, under the umbrella of his NSCIA or so, whatever they call it. He was quick to hide under their banner and tell you that there's no genocide in Nigeria. There's no killing in Nigeria. That when the killing we're talking about involves both the Muslims and the Christians. You see, the problem is we just have people in the north who are leaders, but they don't understand what leadership is. Because if they understand what leadership is, they will know that their first assignment is to protect the people. You will not hear the word consultative forum talk. You will not hear the word youth talk. You will not hear not an last forum talk. Because they are pretending that this thing about banditry and terrorism can be wished away. Few years back, I think 2 years back or so, I remember the famous saying of the governor of Borno State, Zulum, Professor Zulum. He said in the coming days, we're going to have a big problem in our hands. And that problem is going to stem from the fact that those who are now taking over leadership positions in these groups are indigenous youths. And it is because they consider them to be indigenous, that is why, they've been so much, in the forefront, pushing for reintegration, rehabilitation of these people when they get them arrested. It's unfortunate what is happening in the north. Nobody prays for it. But then when those who are their leaders pretend that all is well, then you begin to ask, do they really have the interests of the people at heart? Do they really love the people? Do they have empathy towards the people? The answer is no. And that's the truth.
All right, sir. So okay.
So for me, the government, and like I keep saying, these people are known. These people, they not have a base. Why are they not being flushed out? Why? Everybody in Nigeria today is living in fear of not being kidnapped, not being killed, and all of that. And government is busy sending people out of the shores of Nigeria to go and promote what I don't know.
I was going to play you a video of one of the incidents where happened for Plateau State, where the governor get to come and he spoke. So wait till make me want to play that video now. How possibly they say after this kind of incident where the governor should you go see the complicity of the military even in front of the governor? How possibly they say after this kind of thing, the government for federal see they deny say nothing like genocide? We could just watch them very quickly.
Sector commander, have you made any arrests? But
You
the
don't hear?
security people saw the people. You engaged them. You didn't. None of them was wounded. None of them was arrested. Does that speak well of the operation? But let me promise you.
All right, so I'm coming now. I'll play the full video. I'm coming. I just want to be sure that you heard the question he asked the sector commander. No arrest, no person they injured, no nothing.
Now what are bullets? Now what are bullets?
And they come and play the rest of that video.
Sector commander, have you made any arrests? But your security people saw the people. You engaged them. You didn't. None of them was wounded. None of them was arrested. Does that speak well of the operation?
Oh, well, I thought this 0-0 quick.
But let me promise you, Riom will not come down.
Amen.
By the grace of God, we will use every means at our disposal to make sure that this genocide comes to an end.
Amen.
I don't know who will tell me that what happened yesterday is farmers' herders clash. This is an act of terrorism. This is pure genocide. And I can assure you that we'll escalate this matter.
Sir, to your notice, I'm not against the commander, but the commander is not consistent with his own statement. Yesterday he said a different thing, and today he's giving a different report. What the youth leader said is what he said yesterday, that the Fulani that we are coming here overpower their men and they block their men so they don't have entrance to this community, and that led to this massacre. So I want to tell you again that I said it yesterday to the GOC, and I'm repeating it today in the hearing of the commander, that these men are busy supporting Fulani even in grazing. And farmland destruction is continuing without any hindrance. To the best of my knowledge, this place, starting from Shonung to Lua to Fang to Bachi to Massive, has had and has been under attack since 1996. But this particular one beats my imagination. It truly beats my imagination, what I'm hearing. It appears, sir, that I do know we have good soldiers and we have good military people, but there are certainly some bad eggs, and the bad ones are really bad. I think they need to fish those out and get them out. Sometime in the past we had asked if the soldiers will not protect us, leave us alone and see if we can find one. Otherwise, it does not make sense. You are said to come and defend these people, and the people are being killed right on their nose.
The security agencies that are stationed up here, they are here. This is the road to the security agencies. This is the church. Almost getting to 1 hour, they are trying to have access to this church, and security agents are here. We are all hidden here. We just hide, but we saw them. They just give them back up. That's just the truth. I'm an eyewitness of what happened. So they started the active operation around 3:30 a.m. That is on Tuesday. Honestly, they are falling houses. Some are going there with their machetes, some with gun, shooting people, some with carpet, spraying on the houses. When they shoot, then the fire just burns the house. And honestly, they are just watching at them. Nothing had happened, and we are seeing them. Around 5 p.m., some of the security came for reinforcement, and we saw them. This reinforcement, they just reinforced how to help and kill more of our people.
So, the sector commander did there. The people, they speak up, they accuse them of complicity. He couldn't even say a thing. He couldn't even say a thing. We don't talk about the complicity of the military for inside this matter. And this one just, and then enough he even talk to defend that. Now, the narrative we give the governor, they different from what he tell the people. He tell the people, talk, say, oh, say they overpower their men. The Fulani men, they overpower in men them. Now make them no fit do anything. But they can't tell the governor, say, oh, they attack them. But only say they no fit do, they no fit, no different narrative.
You know, Precious, we play too
and
much.
No one person was injured, no person was killed, no person was even caught.
As I said, we play too much.
And lives go. This particular incident, there was scores, over 20, 30 something people died for this matter. This particular issue will happen.
Precious.
Go ahead, sir.
Chibok girls. I know that their school, I hear there's a military base not too far from their school, if you recall. The question I've been asking, Precious, and I hope that one day Alimodi Sheriff and Shetima, as your vice president, will be able to explain to Nigerians how were those children moved from their school. Were they put in buses? Did they use camel to carry them? Did they use donkeys or horse? How were they moved? That nobody, including the military checkpoint that is just a stone throw, nobody heard anything. I hope we're not going towards what what's his name? The former SA to Buhari on media. What's his name now? Shehu. When Shehu said that he concocted lie of rats in Buhari's office just to buy time.
Garba Shehu.
Yes. So I hope we're not heading towards that same direction, where lies will be told just to justify evil, just so that the people do not get upset, the people do not understand what is happening. I hope we're not heading towards that direction. I also hope that we're not going to have a military that would sell their conscience for less than $1. Because it's really, really worrisome. It's unimaginable that the Nigerian military will be 10 meters away, 20 meters away, 30 meters away from where a crime is being committed, from where people are being killed in their numbers, from where people are being butchered, and they will just keep quiet. What other kind of evil is that? That is the worst kind of evil.
All right, sir. So moving on very quickly, bandits don't impose illegal taxes on Zamfara communities, and people they quarrel. They say armed bandits launch a new round of extortion for Safe local government area of Zamfara state, forcing helpless rural communities to pay huge sums of money. In Dajingba town, credible sources told Bakitsen that the attackers demand 8 million naira from residents, saying 4 million is a compensation for 2 motorcycles they claim were taken away by security forces, and another 4 million tied to money they allege a local youth collected from them, and they must pay them or less. Nawahala to force the community to pay. The bandits reportedly seized a vehicle loaded with 100 bags of soybeans where they won't carry go sell, and took 4 people hostage, holding both the captives and the vehicle until the money was gathered. They were to be freed only after full payment. Now, the illegal taxation also spread to nearby village in the same district. The bandits are, demanding Kagama to pay 4 million, Bari 4 million, and Kuringanwa to pay 40 million. Residents say the rising demands show how insecurity is worsening in Zamfara State. The governor of Zamfara State just come back, and because of overjoy, where people are happy to see that's that same governor will be they when he be governor 9 to Jubelu 9 they give him title the hand. So in the chief minister for state for defense. So yeah. So it just come back in house and people they happy. Somebody, in fact, 6 people they injured, others, 1 person don't die. You know, where did they happy say daddy or you daddy don't come back? This is what is going on in Zamfara State.
The same Zamfara State that bandits are imposing tax. The same Zamfara State that some of the high-profile indigents have come out to tell you There's no problem. There's no issue. So you see, this whole thing smacks of I don't know what best word to use to describe what is happening in the north.
Remember that the governor of that state has often said that he knows where they are. Say with him phone, he go fit tell you where they are. But saying no get the
he has
power
held meetings with
to do anything.
his officials have held meetings with them severally, not once, not twice. And then I keep asking, who are these government officials that come to hold meeting with these bandits? After all, what have we done as a people? The bandits came out and have openly told you that it is the government that is asking them to do what they are doing. If I recall what the man said, he says, it is the government that is asking them to do what it's doing. But now the government has come to them to say, stop. So when you ask them to stop killing the people, the question is, at the end of the day, how do you want the people to respect the military? If the government itself is the one telling them now to stop, Precious, do you think we have a solution in sight? There is no solution. Because the people drumming for the masquerade are not known. Until we know those who are drumming for the masquerade, we will not understand why the masquerade is dancing like a madman. And that is the truth. The government needs to be intentional about protecting the lives and properties of the Nigerian citizens. So when you allow bandits to come to a meeting, come to negotiations, or they come to peace meeting, they come armed to the tooth, and no arrest is made. And then when they go back, you now start saying you're looking for them. Is that not a shame? Is that not a shame? So I don't feel sorry for what people are, or what the government is going through now. I don't feel sorry for them because they have failed to protect the people. They have failed to do the needful. And they are not willing and ready to do the right thing. That is why everybody's upset. That is why everybody's annoyed. I remember talking to a friend yesterday. He said to me that if Americans will come and save Nigerians, let them come. Then we'll pay them with the oil and minerals. So that let them take as much as they want. Because the one we have with our leaders, they are not feeling the effect. We're in the midst of plenty, yet hunger is dealing with us. We're in the midst of an organization that is running smoothly, yet we cannot get employment because of the insincere acts of our leaders.
All right, sir. So make a quickly enter inside the Nnamdi Kanu case very quickly, and then we return, to other issues or to political issues. So we here say Nnamdi Kanu don't institute a 550 million naira lawsuit against the Nigerian Medical Association (NMA) and 10 medical practitioners over an alleged falsified medical report issued against him. The development was disclosed by one of Kanu's lawyers, Barrister Maxwell Opara, in a video posted on his Facebook page today, Friday. And I said the FCT High Court, Abuja, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has filed a 550. If I say court goes there for all the cases when Nnamdi Kanu they file counter filing and up filing. You saw the opera yesterday when he visited the Supreme Court as people they heal him. So that he filed the 550 million naira suit against the Nigerian Medical Association and the 10 medical doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him. Now, in October 2025, the lawyers representing Kanu accused NMA of fabricating a medical report on Kanu's health without conducting any examination as ordered by the courts. Now, Kanu's special counsel, Barrister Ejimako, noted that the report presented in court was dated October 13, long after the court directive, leaving the defense no time to study or respond to it. So the medical reports were served in open court today and dated October 13. This obviously means that the defense has no ample opportunity to react to it. It was more of an ambush, they said. Moreover, the court had ordered Mazin Nnamdi Kanu be examined by the Nigerian Medical Association. It's certifying him fit to continue his legal proceedings. But that examination was never carried out because no sample, they don't collect any sample for him, but they don't check him. And the order was entered on September 26 and restored on October 8. So according to Ejimako, the enemy never examined Kanu as required, but rather based its report on informal meetings held with him at the Department of State Services headquarters in Abuja. That is, say enemy people meet them informally and then go by the informal meeting, give medical reports. So that order was never obeyed. They never examined him. The report was based on some informal meetings they held within Nnamdi Kanu as far back as September 18 at the DSS headquarters. They were invited to do that by the DSS. So bottom line, Kanu don't talk for not testing me and fabricating reports. Oh yeah, come and pay me 550 million naira. We never know how possible that payment could be, whether they go pay or not. But we know say government need ever pay for anything. But let me quickly just jump on this because not only him they drag enemy now. In family said don't they drag NBA. Him don't drag the medical association for Nigeria go court. In family now don't they drag MB. The family they talk say, I know say waiting court they do Kanu no good. I know saying they never put law for ground where they go use try and why on no fit talk MB. Why on no fit talk on a quietness now they make anything they happen anyhow for this country. So the family of Nnamdi Kanu condemned the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) for remaining silent over what he described as the unlawful trial of the Nnamdi Kanu. Now, the Oku Kanu family spoke in a statement signed by Prince Emmanuel Kanu titled "The NBA's silence is helping an unlawful court case against Nnamdi Kanu, and it is breaking our constitution." So the family noted that the NBA has so far failed in its duty regarding Kanu's trial, which it said is based on a repealed non-existent law. The Oku family expressed disappointment that the Foremost Lawyers Association has not deemed it necessary to speak out to condemn the development. Make it be so on a talk, they know be, but more on a first talk, sha. So part of, in fact, make I just leave and there. No need to read excerpt of it and the laws the winning quotes. Make I take a reaction, sir.
First and foremost, Nnamdi Kanu and his family and those who are urging him to institute those cases are not doing justice. Secondly, for trying to demonize the Nigerian Bar Association, for me, is a no-no. A case is in court, the Bar Association will not speak about that case. It's normal. It's a normal thing, and it's not new. It's something that has always been there. You cannot you cannot do anything when you have a case in court. That is what lawyers say. That is part of their professionalism. Now, bringing it to the Nigerian Medical Association, I mean, it's going to be very, very shameful. Honestly speaking, it's going to be shameful if the report they submitted had nothing to do with the patient. It will be very, very shameful. So I don't know how they're going to explain it, but if it is true that they never did any test, carried out any test on Nnamdi Kanu and submitted a report, then it simply shows you that this case, ab initio, is biased. This case, ab initio, is not the way the trial and everything, the judgment has already been written. All they are waiting for is an opportunity to be able to read it out, to be able to present it. Because I don't know why you will give an instruction not to allow somebody in, and then you are punishing the person again on it. So if the court court has said to the Nigerian Medical Association, go and do a check on this person. And they were not able to do it, and then they submitted a report. The precious were not safe in terms of medical accessing of medical treatment in Nigeria. Nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. That means when you go to the hospital and they give you a result, you need to go and do a cross-check of that result.
You know, see, say one of your senators then release medical report of his wife, when indict her. Then the hospital come and contact, say that report not from them.
Yeah. That's Regina. Regina Nwoko. You know, so if you have situations where hospitals are claiming not to be responsible for some results or whatever, then it means that there is something really, really wrong with our healthcare. Our healthcare has not only deteriorated, but we're now entering into a dangerous state of it. And that state is, you're giving prescription without examination. The doctor doesn't need to know your symptoms. He's not bothered about the symptoms. He's not bothered about, all he's bothered about is giving you drugs. Go and drink. You die, you die. You survive, you survive. It's so sad. But then it's within his rights to sue them, and it's also within his right to prove his case. So let him prove his case.
All right. So as we did right now, in the next couple of hours, PDP will get their convention for Ibadan. Courts don't tell them they stop the convention, especially as they deny Lamido, contesting as chairman of the party. They exclude them for inside the convention, making no contest. So courts don't tell them, say, you know what, when I no fit continue with that convention. But PDP don't dare them, and they say nothing will make them not do the convention. So that it looks like PDP is battling to ensure that they reawaken the party. Then you also get the case of apart from Lamido now, where they battle them from one end, they also get the case of an end. So you see PDP surviving all this, even though some people they hail the soldier will do wiki waiting they do and say God PDP, but I don't know why people are doing all those things. But do you see the PDP surviving this? Because it's just like saying a booby trap. Because you can go ahead, go do convention, then risk the courts notifying every outcome of the convention, which means just wasted money. And if they don't do the convention, they like say then they bend over somebody demand. So what's really waiting will be like for the PDP?
It's a matter of game. It's a matter of the realities on ground. The realities on ground is that the ruling party is using the courts to do her dirty job.
Ruling party. Now, I'm sorry to say, sir, the ruling party, because this exact thing will happen and waiting make APC not get any candidates for 2019 for Rivers State. People blame Wike for ensuring that he institute different court cases where throw away APC, we make them not get candidates. And this is what may likely happen to PDP in 2027. So do you think it's still the ruling party doing it? Or not just aggrieved members of their party, sir?
Precious, no matter how aggrieved the members are, every political party is meant to have an ideology. But unfortunately, political parties in Nigeria don't have any. That's why you see people get elected as governor in, say, APC. Tomorrow they leave the party, they go to PDP, and they still retain the governorship. Is that not madness? So whether you think that the court will nullify or not, these are semantics. PDP will go ahead with their convention. I know that for sure. They will go ahead with their convention. And then they can begin to settle whatever it is. Because the convention is meant to forge a new path for the party. That's what the convention is meant to do. But then where I don't understand is why single out Lamido, Sule Lamido. Why was he singled out as one who cannot buy ticket and contest the election? So I believe that they should have given him the form because the party is not for one person. That's why it's called a political party. It's a coming together of different people. So I don't know why they don't want Lamido as, well, chairman of the party. But then it's neither here nor there. They should have allowed him to buy the form and contest like any other person. And if he wins, good. If he doesn't win, everybody will be happy. They shake hands. But already, the party, PDP is decimated. The side of PDP that is trying to come out, they are still fighting to decimate it. And that's a very serious issue that has to be dealt with. Or else, it will turn into something else. So I know that PDP, I know they will go ahead with their convention. And I know that people are waiting to go to court. Like Inek will say, tell you, go to court. But you see, the best way to win election in Nigeria is win the election, let your opponent go to court. Before you finish running from pillar to post, 4 years don't pass.
Now, moving on to Ekiti states, some things we'll see we don't happen, or the same card will see happen for some states like River State. Now, waiting don't they happen for Ekiti State, where Oga Governor Yebanji don't impose heavy levy for anybody where BC go put signage, any kind of food stop or signage where you won't put for inside the Ekiti State. You could pay plenty money inside. And people are saying that, is this even legal? I mean, we saw governors like Nyesom Wike do that in River State during the 2023 election, where they almost no give opportunity to PDP and other political parties then to partake. Now, the Ekiti State governor, ahead of the 2026 election, Governor Biodu Oyebanji, don't impose 5 million signage fee for political parties and their candidates seeking to display posters, branding, and jingles in designated areas within the state. You will pay 5 million, anything you want put. Now, the directive issued by the Director General of Ekiti State Signage and Advisory Agency, Adebisi Adeiswa, applies to all political parties participating in the 2026 election. The bottom line of this, we say, if it dey easy for people who be seen at big parties, but younger parties or young politicians will just come up, how they go feel use get this money? I go pay 5 million for posters, I go pay 5 million for lampposts, I go pay 5 million for banner, I'll come pay 5 million for radio jingle. How much I won't use even do the radio jingle in the first place? I'd like to take your reaction, sir.
Some of the things this governors do sometimes, you can't imagine it. It's unimaginable. They always want to show themselves that they are in charge, but they're doing that in the wrong place, in the wrong way. I don't know why you would want to charge 5 million for anybody to put up their advert. In other words, you want to be a sole campaign where only him will be the one doing campaign, and only him will be the one to have, materials displayed here and there.
Because we not go know whether he pay or he no pay. Even if he pay, now he in charge of the money and now he in charge of the accounts.
Exactly. So this is unacceptable. And this is where if our president, your president, Bola Tinubu, was exhibiting the signs of a Democrat, then we'll know this kind of things won't happen. But then you have a president that is neither a Democrat, is neither a Republican. You just really don't understand, where he fits into. So all the things that people were saying about him being championing military to go back to the barracks and all of that was just cock and bull story, because I had thought that having a core politician in the helm of affairs, things would have changed. But things are getting worse. So nothing is changing. So it's unfortunate, but that is the Nigeria we're all faced with, where the governor can wake up and decide who lives and who dies.
Okay. And in related development, somebody don't call on the 10th National Assembly, say in fact, say them be rubber stamp, and this one they vex them well. So former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Sergio Sogo, don't criticize the 10th National Assembly as being rubber stamp Pro Max. You don't just call them rubber stamp, you give them Pro Max. You don't want you buy Pro Max, Nadi. So say them be rubber stamp Pro Max. And yes, so saying its handling of budgetary and oversight responsibilities shows excessive submission to the executive arm of government. He was saying this in an interview with Arise Television. Make I take your thoughts and
There's
reaction.
nothing. There's nothing he said that is new. Nigerians have come out in their thousands to say, look, you guys are rubber stamp. And you remember a few weeks back, a few weeks back, the National Assembly was bitter about it, and they said, I think they said they wanted to pass a law for anybody that will lead to the arrest of anybody that calls them rubber stamp. But questions, people talk through now. There this is one with the CISO, we don't pass rubber stamp.
All this law when they put like this, not be make all of us Kukuma just day prison at once. I will not get enough space.
Not him now. But the thing is, are they not rubber stamp?
Are they?
What has Mr. President said to them at the question?
So for me, it's even wide. For me, I'll take it from the angle of Akpabio's speech where he said that, maybe Mr. President, they are short, say anything. Nobody make that statement. Come, say go.
Consider it approved.
Consider it.
Even when you not even what you think of, what you never bring.
No, you don't talk like that. You don't talk like that. You don't talk like that. You don't talk rich like that, Prince Francis, I beg. You don't talk rich like that. All right, Nigeria's phone lines are open. Let's quickly begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations we've raised tonight. So you know the number to call, 0817-029-4077. That's the number to call, right, to join the show. 0817-029-4077. That's the number to call. Let me see if I can quickly post the link on the pin post so that everyone can join. Yeah. So there's also a link in the comment section. I just pinned it, so you can quickly also join that link. The link will bring you straight to the studio to be part of the conversation. So if you follow that link, it will bring you straight to the studio, make you enter inside the studio to join us. Or you call the WhatsApp number 0817-029-4077. Welcome to the show. Let's see who we have here. And by the way, make I just go remind you now, if I never chop suya today na Friday, go chop suya. Go and chop suya and have peace. Prince Francis Chilakasa. So the flagship called on the show and told me that that why would you be demarketing their suya now? That their suya, say where you see suya where they near this one for US. Say you don't near at all. So say make I tell you, say I beg. See the suya to make sense. I say make I just let you know. Nigeria's phone lines are open, no Jerry, before Prince Francis comes for me. Good evening and welcome to Danjuma.
Good evening.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Precious. Good evening, Prince.
Thank
How
you,
are you?
We did fine.
That's why I don't tell Kange will say he has to.
And they say as soon as they do parapo for inside that place. I say, what's going on here? And they do parapo.
He has to do something now.
What happened to it?
No, this year is good now. So good on Prince. They talk. Prince the where Prince where
they compare them to Nigerian suya.
Prince where I hear say he chops suya finish lick hand.
Not be me, yo. I know sure. Okay, I go carry you go court too.
Not be your own Prince.
Oh wow. Precious.
Sir.
Are they look your face when you they play all those things on Wiki, how they carry and knock them for ground and all those hilarious this thing.
Why did you like this now?
I just say this man don't even pity you, just go disgrace you for open market.
I've been wife. My name resembles Suzette.
You been brother now. The thing way they do.
I could not be query woman. Now query people shame go first start to catch before you reach my side. Before the shame go catch all the query people, come reach the people, please.
You don't deny your brother now.
I not deny my brother. Deny my brother.
This thing when he do, they look for trouble for the hand of military people. Because say this is the third time where they revoke from my records where they revoke land, that is owned, that is allotted to a military person. You remember Rita Ogbebo's husband, Paul Ogbebo?
Captain.
Yes. And then there's one where you revoke this month, I think November 7th, belonging to one old, I think they played it, I even saw the video, one Air Commodore, where just go in there, destroy, na Yoruba guy.
An elderly man, an elderly man.
all
I felt
investment.
for
They
that
don't let them
man.
remove anything. You destroy the whole thing. All the money where the man work for. Now you can't go put time for this one. Now a small boy can't carry and knock him for ground. You know. And then still, instead where he go say sorry. He go hold press conference. They grandstand. See the
Can't they
talk.
lie?
Can't they lie put? Say he not talk say he's a fool. He no talk say in fact they don't even
You're waiting Ruben Abati and Rufai they talk for money. Ruben Abati say if they apologize like elder, you know say elder if they won't apologize, they no go tell you say sorry. If your mama make you vex, he go come ask you say Tony Obiadi.
Are you saying, Precious?
Have you eaten?
Stop. Precious, stop. Are you saying that elders apologize by lying?
No. That's what they were saying today on the show. And then people interpreted it that more like he folded. He just folded, but he no agree apologized openly. But
No, this one a lie, he can't lie. Nothing they there.
Now lie.
Now the man is a bloody liar.
Remember, he admitted that he didn't have any problem with the military. He was just rolling. And
but I don't.
Elder people they apologize and they didn't come up playing.
I don't give you three instances now. So the man doesn't have integrity. He doesn't have integrity. You know, I just
you have a problem with this integrity. Integrity. You have a problem with the word integrity. You have a problem with integrity. I don't understand you.
Now so they teach him now. You know, you go nice school. Now the way they teach him now. So you know the man now. Wow. And the other thing they say you talk yesterday now. The defense minister don't talk say they support the army boy. The army authorities they support their own. Even retired army officers who retire and all those ones, they say the boy, you know, he didn't. Everything he did was in line with, the Army Act of sections 56 and 55 and 56. He didn't violate any of them.
But the question is saying, if that young man, now when people they ask, not be me, say if na Igbo boy, they first all these military people will come and come talk, they for talk the same thing.
The one when I mentioned the man where they destroying house na Yoruba na Ekomodo, you know, na Ekomodo.
No, not be about person where they destroying house.
Nobody said anything now.
Now they talk.
Okay, Precious, let me answer that question. You see, what has played out is simple. If for any reason the army had come against that young man, now they say they have broken the chain of command. Don't forget, armies obey the last order. So if they come against that young man, that means that no, these young soldiers will not longer take instruction from the senior officers. And that is, you know, the military is disciplined in terms of command, in terms of the command structure. So they don't want that structure to break. So even if it was an Igbo person, they would have done the same thing because they do not want to break that structure.
Yeah, so because the reason I ask this question, as Wike they talk, say, I seen talking ad say no matter where the person comes from, no matter the part of the country you come from. So it be like saying that because of the guy in a northerner, and a lot of people we don't drop support for from northern extraction. Now we to make people they support them more in fold. That's why I asked that question.
No, I totally disagree with that line of thought.
First of all, Wike na APC bouncer, na APC Agboro. You know, just playing the role of Monile. You know, so, Monile na make I go. You know, the thing is shocking because you don't believe, say, anybody, go fit challenge him like that. Come, how much more a small boy, So I think he saw what he really didn't expect. First of all, the procedure they wrong.
In convoy, you see in convoy where you carry I not even get idea say the FCT minister they carry that they waste money for this country. You see the convoy and the fund fair where they use land. 2 bikes.
And what you have seen is what is driving a lot of them now, make them not want to leave office. That is why even when they are on stretcher, when they carry them on stretcher, they want to remain in power because of that largesse that comes with it.
It's a shame. You know, we're waiting for his Oga to see what his Oga is going to say, whether it's going to force him to apologize or remove him. We'll see what is going to happen because
The
it was
Oga
a
cannot remove
disgrace.
him. You know why? With the arrowhead for 2027. So removing him is not possible.
Yeah, but he's bringing enemies to him. Now you don't add army to the constituency, apart from all the other people when he don't offend. So army know that army know they tolerate the kind of a thing. So it's a very, very delicate thing. You know, don't work out, you don't go fetch firewood for the land of the spirit. And anything when you see, you go take.
But I bet just there on the line, make I take Tony Chuku the call. Before you return from the land of the spirits, we don't finish with this call. Good evening and welcome. Tony Chuku, welcome, sir.
Praise God, I agree. I agree.
Sir?
Yeah, you see the thing where this year now, like I said, code don't
I let you back.
Is good. You see this thing, why I don't tell you this thing before. You see this issue of ageism that they are using to intimidate people. You see what your brother was saying there. Before you are a small boy, before you still never finish school, before you see this ageism of a thing. In the field, they spoil things for that Nigeria, for Africa, because a man will be doing something, or somebody who is older will be doing something bad. You can't, you as a young person cannot even stand up or correct, or because he will tell you say you be small boy. Look at the same thing to Rufai Husseini. But there was a time
Umahi.
And they were, oh, you are a
yes,
small
Umahi.
Not
Umahi.
you're not the only Umahi user. And this or that one of this guy with the spokesperson for a weekend.
Oh, okay. Larry Olainke.
Yeah. So, and you're telling he's a small boy. At that position that he's just doing his job, doing the interview. You as a minister, you are there to respond to that interview. That is the thing there. And that, anytime I see this thing, it just triggers me off. And that is where the whole thing is. Okay, if you are thinking that that the person that is talking to you is a small boy, or is a whatever that they used to, the way they used to address the person, then you that's supposed to be an old man with a gray hair or whatever, supposed to be wiser enough not to bring yourself to that level that that small boy will be correcting you.
You're supposed to have integrity.
Do they have it at all? I don't think nobody, this time around we don't buy dictionaries. It's already on our phone, but I don't think that word is in there. They will ever find it in their own phone. They don't know that meaning. They don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I was so ashamed looking at that your brother doing what he was doing.
You don't do that. You can call his name, sir.
But you can hear as the defendant saying they take Nyanga, they run from a Moscow.
It's okay. I withdraw my statement. If that will let me have peace.
Oh Lord.
And why is it that anytime we call your brother, they like to answer?
They want more corona.
Your brother.
Gia, Bere, Tia Pakai. What happened?
Precious.
Sir? You not gonna let me drink water, drop cup.
No, hang on.
Make a drink water, hang the cup. And make a hold it. Make a hold the water for my throat. Make it no land.
To be honest, the minister and all of them. You see, and okay, why is it that it's only him that always carry all the microphone will come in front of him? Is he the only minister?
But I hope he's paying for that anyway, because those press conferences are not free. He
With whose
mobilizes the
money?
stations to come.
With whose money? With his pocket money?
That is when my Igbo brothers will say, I don't know you. I don't know you.
Precious is not only.
I mean, the whole thing, even if he's paying it with his money, can't he be controlled?
Because I'm sure you heard. We've heard a couple of people say that it's paid for, so it cannot be free now. Do you know what it takes to mobilize a media house? And he mobilizes the top media houses in Nigeria to come to his interview. Top. So
okay, top media. Why
Which is the de facto prime minister?
Channels. But I haven't seen Minister Wike go to Arise News.
And when you go channels, you need to do 30 minutes. You need to even do 1 hour. You won't get extra hour or extra 30 minutes.
But let him go to Arise News like morning show. And they will give him 1 hour. But I think by the time he will leave here, he will not like going there again.
Wike will go shut you up. Be like say it is in the eating wine. They fear you. Can you ask me that kind of question, Seth? Oga, come and be going.
He will call these people, but he will still not allow them to ask the question.
That's what I'm saying. I say, can you ask me that kind of question? Can you ask me that kind of question? Oh yeah, come and be going.
You see the lie he was lying there. Something that I didn't call him stupid or whatever. What did you call him?
You know.
There's another thing that I'm trying to beg them. Since they will come to a national radio or television and say something, they will tell us that, and they will say it in a very simple, the most simple English. And they will say that the media or the people misinterpret them or misunderstood them please let them be saying it in their own native language. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Efik, everything. Then we cause.
No, that one where Buhari speak for in language. When they say he speak, say the baboons and the monkeys go come to. They change and they say for Hausa language it means something different. So say now we misinterpret them for English. So you see, even when they speak in their local language, we will still misunderstand it. That's the point I'm trying to make.
And if you go to court for interpretation, they go give you they go manufacture another English.
They go where you go. You know get headache than when you know the meaning.
Okay. Good night, sir. Thank you so much.
Precious, you know your other brother too. Your other brother, because now your brother is the rain today. Your other brother Amechi.
Let me rest.
Your brother Amechi. He say there no time where they go America, go beg Obama, make in 2014 make it come help them for Nigeria because of Chibok girls and Christian genocide. They say no talk. But if you go to Google or you fact check them for ChatGPT or Gemini, you go see say himself, Muhammadu Buhari, Tinubu, they all went there. It's in black and white. So that's another lie. So Prince Chilaka was not wrong when he say these politicians, if they tell you good morning, check your watch because it's probably most likely to be afternoon. So it's this. I don't know what kind of political culture where are people where would they practice and where they call politics. This is not politics. You know, when they catch your hand right there in the pot of soup where you want take, you say no. Say you find an excuse where you go manufacture. But they cut your hand right in the pot of soup where you want take meat. So it's sad. You know, and the same thing with this genocide thing. I don't know any other evidence where they need, may they show them, say there's genocide, there's killing. You know, and instead of tackling that issue, they bit about the bush, they talk, say they kill these people also and so on. The fact is that they're killing people. The fact is genocide is very clear. Definition is very clear. You know, the definition is very clear. The evidence is quite there. And people have shown evidence. You know, people have showed that there's people who are complicit. There's evidence that the government is not doing what it's supposed to do and has allowed this thing fester. And according to General T.Y. Danjuma, in some cases they collude, like the video where you play here, where they tell the army officer right in his own face. For in one face, they tell and say your officers they collude. You know, so I don't know what in Trump they wait for. Make it come quick. Make it come quick. If you want to take anything, make it take. After all, they've been taking this thing for years.
Thank you, sir. Make I talk to others for backyard, sir. Thank you so much. I beg, can't get black suya. So make I let you know. Say, you get Thanksgiving package. So not gonna go buy Thanksgiving package for suya. So if you're in the United States, he he distributes across all the states of the United States. Yeah, delivery across all the states of the United States. All the states for free of charge as long as your order is up to $100. So it's in Kutelana. All right. Let's see who we have here. Good evening, Mr. Edwin. Welcome. Sorry, you're in the UK. No suya for you, sir.
We get our own here, Precious. We get our Balandes here, better one, original one from Nigeria.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, we get that one here. Good evening, my sister. How you doing?
We did fine, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, my big brother, Prince Shilaka, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Well, we thank God. It's been a while. You know, every Friday now they tempted to join Precious well because I know say you did for background there. You know, yesterday I be won't come, but Precious not like my face again, so she not really call me now. I could come out.
Me, I not really call you when. How?
Talk to
Dr. Catch.
Dr. Catch, yes.
Sorry, I didn't see your call.
You know, say some. You know, so you people they talk some of us too black. They not see us. So, and so now, yeah, that is it. Prince Shilaka, I've been wanting to make we talk about this PDP convention tomorrow. You know, I told Precious the other day that they were going to deliver a judgment that will halt the convention going ahead. You know, I said so. But then, if at this point in time, the 11th hour, a judge is now issuing an order stopping the convention, and PDP goes ahead, and then do not proceed with the convention. But right at the background, we know that the people orchestrating these things are weakest men. You can see what is his name, Ayanwu, or whatever his name is. They were the ones who get it, and then that George Turner, the South PDP secretary or something, you know, those who went to court. These are weakest proteges now. They are the ones who instituted the case in the court of Justice Omotocho, and the other one, Justice Lifu. You know that judge who gave judgment for Sule Lamido. You know, it's another weakest judge, but people don't know. You know, Wike use him a lot. It's either Omotocho or Lifu, these two of them. You know, PDP is supposed to be the male opposition party to APC. If these judges are be so compromised and they keep giving judgment like this, and then the one in Oyo, the one in Ibadan, gave it's a judgment, counter judgment too. So which of them are they supposed to comply with?
Looks like they went forum shopping. That's why I'm talking.
Yeah, because they all went forum shopping. So from what one son said the other time on Arise, I think I watched it on other Thursday, Wednesday morning or so. The man said the latest judgment is the one provided the judges are of coordinate jurisdiction. Then the latest one to be the one to be obeyed by whatever authority it is issued to. In this case, issued to INEC, and then for PDP. Because there was a counter one given just this evening in Ibadan. You know that judge is, what's his name now? The one at the Oyo State High Court. You know, the judge just gave another judgment this evening, insisting that the PDP convention must proceed to go ahead after Justice Limfu gave his own in Abuja earlier today. So what is your opinion about that? Which of them do you think PDP should adhere to or comply with?
You know, we're having the same situation we had in Rivers State. You know, that led up to the appointment of a consultant to run the state. You know, so that is what we're having with PDP now.
If you never give me small uppercuts like this, you know, we'll just do okay. You know, there is God though. There is God.
That is what we see playing out. Because at the end of the day, you will see that the convention will hold, and then the question of which judge to obey will not become the issue. But I just think that our judicial system is missing they're missing the yardstick. Suddenly, justice in Nigeria now has eyes. It sees before it delivers. And that's the painful part of it. You know, it's really shameful that in the 21st century, Nigeria has found herself in this quagmire. We're not going in front, we're not going back, we're not going sideways. We're just there, stagnant, and this stagnancy is as a result of the greed and selfishness of the leaders that have transferred the same to the people. So it's sad, but let's watch and see what plays out tomorrow and thereafter.
You know what? I have this inkling that they will just send these policemen there tomorrow. APC now. What we are witnessing is a total squashing of the opposition parties in Nigeria by APC. Tinubu, like as I've emphasized on previous occasions, does not want the opposition to exist at all. Tomorrow, mark my word, the Oyo State Police Commissioner will tell you he's acting on orders from above. They will send people there to disrupt that convention, maybe even shut down or block that stadium where the convention is to take place. You will just see tomorrow happen. Because I know that is what the APC will do. Because they don't want opposition at all. Look at what is happening in ANPP, Labour Party, across board. Why is it that, what is Tinubu afraid of? Why is he jittery about opposition parties? Because Jonathan gave them the platform to operate in 2013-14. And they were able to coalesce, they came together, they did all they did. If they were not to have been given that opportunity, would they have come up with the APC that they have today? The APC that has ruined virtually all phases of our lives and activities in Nigeria. Would they have come on board? Precious, you remember, I always say, Tinubu not be Democrat. Maybe if they want something, I won't believe you, or you don't believe. I have said it times without number. Tinubu is and was never a Democrat. People would think I just make up these things. When I shown out this, when I see all these things, Tinubu is not a Democrat. And that is as far as it is concerned. Otherwise, what prevents you from allowing opposition party to just go about their normal activities? Do you know that as we speak today, ADC, PDP, Labour Party, they can't even meet in local wars, in their own wars, without thugs being sent after them to disrupt their activities, to beat them up, to do everything. What is he afraid of? So when you look at all these things, I keep wondering. And then when you look at this convention that is that PDP will likely hold tomorrow, or will not hold at all, because I am of the opinion that the security men will go there, the police, and disrupt the activities there. The Supreme Court gave a judgment, although not totally in alignment with what is happening now. They said the internal affairs of party rests within them. Just go and then decide whatever you want at your local political level. That is not the business of the courts. But then, if the parties have constitutions, to guide them, written in black and white, why would some of them bypass such laws or such rules to nominate, appoint, and do some what I would call anti-internal political party activities in order to put people of their choices in place? If you look at Aminu, this Jigawa governor, the one whom the court gave a judgment in favor of today, is Atiku's Man Friday. Yes, Sule Lamido. Yeah, he's Atiku's Man Friday, and some forces within the PDP do not want him there as the chairman of the party, either to emerge on contest at all, because they just want to cut off Atiku's influence in that party. And then there is another force, those loyal to Wike, they still want to dig deep, hold on to the affairs of that party, and then able to install their own nominees as future secretary and chairman, or chairmanship of the party. Those are the contending forces playing out within the PDP. And all these ones are being engineered and orchestrated by APC. By the APC. That is just what is playing out, because they don't want PDP to have any sort of strong footing in any part of Nigeria before 2027. So that it will just be a one-party affair. APC will just throw, and then everybody will say, well, we had no option. PDP were all unsettled. Labour Party were nowhere to be found. ADC, they couldn't do anything. So we had to vote for what we have. And you know, in addition to that, there will be a voter party, apathy, and then they will say, well, I just wanted to stay at home. No point. You know, those kind of issues. So that the APC will have a smooth ride to their second term in office. That is second term of Tinubu. That is in addition to the fact that we all know that they will rig the election, they will write results, everything is in place for them. They already have the template, but they just want to perhaps they didn't want to put their or they don't want to put their eggs in one basket. They cherry them now. If we use this formula and if it doesn't play out well, we apply the second one. That is what is playing out. And Nigerians, like as I said one time, it is if the lukewarm attitude we are showing towards the our present democratic setting is anything to go by. We may not have a party democracy, not let alone democracy at all in the nearest future. Because if you look at the Sahel, they are all being governed now by military, by khaki boys, and Nigeria too probably may just fall into that trap very soon if care is not taken. If Tinubu goes the way it's going now, as I have said, something will give. So I just pray and hope nothing like that happens. And we've not heard about Peter Obi of recent. So what is happening? Is it just that he's trying
Peter Obi has been talking, he has been giving money. He gave money again today, for that 10 million, and he said that that is what money is meant for, to help the poor.
Yeah.
And he has been doing his normal work.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. But as far as I'm concerned, if we don't tame Tinubu and his cabal, nothing is going to go right as far as I'm saying with our democracy, and particularly structures of governance, the legislature and the judiciary. They've all been pocketed now by the APC. So what do we do? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Precious. Yeah, I will go hook up for one of your channels, make a review. Like I said, you give Precious on too.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good night. Yeah.
Good night, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Sir?
Yeah, my name is Trix. I'm calling from United Kingdom.
You're welcome, Mr. Trix. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm surprised how Nigerian government is dealing with this, with the genocide issue. You see, we take everything to be politics. You know, even all these political oppositions, they should be talking about this. How do we solve this? We cannot continue to go, this way. Okay, I come to the minister who spoke to Piers Morgan. They say they have tied themselves. They have completely nailed themselves. Because for you to talk to Piers Morgan, it's not like a Nigerian journalist who you can bully.
But he said he presented facts now. He said he presented facts to prove his points.
To Piers Morgan. So why is he afraid now? Because you can bully Nigerians and say what you just like what the minister did. You see how he apologized or whatever he thinks he's doing. This is exactly the same kind of things. All these men, they go on TV, bully the journalists, do whatever they like. Now he brought himself to international standing. This is a man everybody knows, Piers Morgan. He is a man who dragged Boris Johnson during the time he refused to speak to the people. He dragged him until he spoke to the people, counting days when he refused to speak to the people. So these are journalists who cannot give up on a story. And this is the failing of Nigerian journalism. Today, he has exposed himself. You will see the outcome of this. I promise you. Because this is a journalist I've been following. I know what he can do. He will find this. That all over the world who hasn't had this will hear this.
You feel saying I want to make you tell them say I go air all your interview, but for people to believe you, whether people could believe you, that one on your own.
Oh, Piers Morgan, I think you need to do a bit of
you're telling me. You're telling me.
I forgot he's your colleague. So these are the things that are not helping them. Rather than them to put their foot on the ground and deal with this, call for the law to be changed. Because all of them knows that Sharia is going on in Nigeria. How can you say a country is a secular state and Sharia, you are dealing with the people on Sharia, and you think they are not talking? They are not going to talk? They will see this. I hope they handle this. And this is why, sometimes when we call to speak our mind, we were refused to speak, not, denigrating our country, but speak the truth. Just like Kemi has been doing. Everybody who is going against Kemi, what can they say now? Instead of us to speak the truth so that our government listen to us and take actions, no, they tell you it's patriotism. What kind of patriotism is that? See where we landed ourselves today. How are we going to come off this? Because the damage, I just hope that they have a way of dealing with this. Because the damage with this interview on Piers Morgan, they can...
Well, I never even see the interview now. They never play the full one. They don't play them. They never play the full one now. So calm down now. You don't know if he had enough points to,
So why is he scared?
He's also expressing, say person when known as media they work, you do interview, and when you do such interview, usually they go cut teasers, and at the interesting part, then they will use make the teasers so that people will watch the show well. So you don't know whether at the end of the day when you watch them.
I assure you one thing. Yeah, I assure you one thing. Piers Morgan had grilled that. He has cooked that man. He has cooked Piers Morgan. When he asks you a question, you don't run away from it. If you want to walk away from the interview, it's all right. But he will never let you run away from any question. He will put it down to you. And that's why it is very, very dangerous. Because this person might think he was talking to Nigerian journalists and be saying all sorts of things.
I'm not going to really do this one that they do now.
He will bring, including his arrogance. We will see. I just hope the damage will be limited.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Damaged Nigeria that much hard.
Thank you. Maybe our own Nigeria. Bye, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Please remind us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Canada.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to have my opinion regarding this Piers Morgan.
Oh yeah, go. Shoot.
Yeah, I believe this is a man that I know very well. I followed him very well because I know there was a time we had a problem with the government over here, and he was even fired.
Yes, he walked out. He walked out on a live show. Leave him.
Yeah,
he walked out.
So, I will tell you, and I can assure you that the minister is already in deep shit. He has even exposed that Nigeria, exposed them to the world already. So you guys should not paint it. They know what is coming already. The minister know what is coming already. That's why the minister has put out the message he put out. You getting me? He knows what's coming already. He knows. So they know they've shot themselves on the foot. So in the coming days, we'll see we're all here. I will call again to tell you. I think I called before to tell you this will happen. They know already what is coming. They're already in there. So they cannot hide these things anymore. If the Nigerian government know what is good for them, they should come out and tell the truth and start putting things right. Because the world is all eyes on Nigeria now. The world is on them already. You see, the entitlement, the level of disgrace these people has brought to that country. They don't look Nigerians to be anything, all because of the kind of leaders the set of leaders that are taking over that country. Look at the states. Are you talking about the governors? Are you talking about the president? Who are you? They know already. The international community know that Nigeria has no leaders. They know. They know already. Everybody knows. So the truth needs to be told. And these people just need to step aside and let the people that can move that country forward come out. just need to set us. You can see nobody wants to associate themselves with them. You continue to stay and you continue to run propaganda, terrorize up and down, front, left, right. Look, I was even following the one for the other one in those states regarding this MOA stuff and everything, whatever. You could see the disgrace. International community came down there. Look at what those should I call them? What should I call them? Thugs or whatever? When to these people outside there? Huh? It's not right. Even the so-called police, commissioner of police, whatever, let thugs inside the hall. Then you could see what was going on. What is all this? These are all embarrassing. Enough is enough.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, I think I have one more person here before I let you go, sir. I don't say time, don't you? Good evening, Mr. Mope, and welcome.
Yeah, greeting everybody. Greeting
Welcome.
Mr. Chilaka. How are you doing, Mr.
Mr. Mope,
Chilaka?
it's Friday. It's Friday. We will not see your face on a Friday.
No, not today.
Okay. But Thanksgiving is coming. Go and do an order suya.
It's okay.
Order suya is free of charge. Yeah.
I don't eat suya. I don't eat beef.
No, you don't have to eat it now. You have children. You have family.
We don't eat
Thanksgiving
beef.
is coming.
We eat
on a vegetarian family. They see our life.
Thank you, Precious. I appreciate you. Nice to be on this platform.
Thank you.
So, on the Piers Morgan show, I'm not going to comment on it that much because she said everything has not aired. So, we are just speaking based on standby. So, I don't think it's good to comment, but I just want to make a comment. Piers Morgan is a very controversial, person. We know, we are commenting. He used to work for with. But having said that, his platform it's an uncensored platform. When you go there, whether you like him or not, he's gonna try to get the truth or the first, whatever it is, he's gonna get the facts. So I'm surprised, and the Nigerian foreign minister went there to defend this government, knowing the platform you go in is, it's what we call no spin zone. You can't spin your way out when you go to Piers Morgan. He's going to get the facts. So I'm looking forward to listen to the tape. But that's going to show you how naive this government is. You know where you have to go. You have to go to a platform that is comfortable to your narrative. You are going to a man that is going to berate you. So I'm sorry for them for that. But anyway, let me speak of what we are talking about. I've not speak about Wiki, so that's my main point I wanted to speak here. I'm going to speak from a different...
Waiting in do you? Waiting in do you?
No.
I don't take your lights.
Can you hear me?
At least I don't quench your lights.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, Mr. Mope.
Crap. Can you hear me, Precious?
Crystal clear. Go ahead, sir. I can hear you. We can hear you, Mr. Mope.
Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. I don't know if you can hear us. We can hear you. We can hear you. If you can hear us, please kindly wrap up your thoughts. Okay, unfortunately, I think he's unable to hear us. Mr. Mope, are you there? Hello? Okay, I think he had an interruption, but I guess so. Maybe he'll try and rejoin again. But we should be wrapping up the show already. So, Prince Francis Chilaka, let me take your concluding thought on all the things you said today.
Well, everything that has been said, our government need to stop telling lies. They need to stop deceiving the people. They need to own up to their shit and be responsible for their actions. This idea of you grant a press interview and then the next moment, somebody else is interpreting what you said, or you're coming out to say, "Oh, I didn't say it this way." It's very, very childish. And when I say government should stop lying, they should understand that the people are the reason why they are there. Without the people, there cannot be government. So in order for us to have a sane society, those who lead us must be honest and sincere, so that whatever they say, the people will accept it and act on it. But unfortunately, today in Nigeria, what we have is a very big large trust deficit. The people no longer trust their government, and their government is not doing anything to gain back the trust. And so there's a big problem. I think that now the government should begin to think of how to send people back to their ancestral homes. This is one way. This is one way to prove to us that there is no genocide or there is no hidden agenda in what is playing out.
I just to make I even tell you, news reaching us this evening just has it that the DSS don't recapture the person who caused that Kogi church shooting for 2012. And now they recapture him. You know, do you understand? The mastermind. 2012 church shooting. We leave about 90 to 25 people dead for Kogi State. And they don't recapture the person we.
So you see,
so we're working, sir.
No, Precious, don't say that. You don't want us to follow this night. I didn't know that the government would only wake up from slumber because of the tweet of Donald Trump. So the fear of Donald Trump is the beginning of the decimation of terrorists by the Nigerian government.
They've not decimated yet now. They're now arresting again.
No, I think it's the beginning. Okay. It's the beginning. You know, but it's a very shameful thing that we had to wait for a Donald Trump to tweet, to rattle the government. Everybody in government is shaking. Everybody from head to toe is shaking. So when they sleep in the night and they wake up and they have not seen American Marines, they say, thank God we have survived another day. That is the way our politicians now sleep. But it's unfortunate, and I hope and I pray that we can have in Nigeria that we all have dreamt of. And that is Nigeria where there is peace, where there is happiness, where there is joy, where there is, everything comes out well for everyone.
All right, sir. Mr. Mob, can I quickly take your thoughts?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm calling from my phone. That's why I keep on getting those interruptions. But anyway, let me go ahead and conclude, but thanks for bringing me back. So I was going to speak about Wiki, but I'm going to speak from hierarchy point of view and from who's right and who's wrong. This is on my own, from my own point of view. I would say who has the authority over the land in FCC? We know that Yusuf is the minister in FCTC, and he's, in my opinion, he's the governor in Abuja. So having said that, with what I understood, Wiki has the power to grant land, revoke land, inspect land, verify development, stop any illegal occupation. Yes, was he right, for going there to inspect that Abuja place? In my own opinion, he's right. But what he did was wrong. He's, we know him. He lack emotional intelligence. That's for one, and he's very unhinged person. So the way he berated the military officer is not right. That's becoming of him. That's the kind of person he is. But the officer, regardless of he was acting on authority, is wrong too. Because if you look at the hierarchy of a position in that place, the officer has no right to stop him from doing his legal duty. That's Wiki territory. And Wiki has the constitutional right to allocate.
So with due respect, I totally disagree with you. It means that you do not understand.
That's why we're here. Tell me why.
Yeah, it means that you do not understand the way the military operates. The military is the way they operate.
Military. I disagree with you, Dr. Chilaka. Military is a military.
I'm coming, sir. There is a hierarchy in the army. It is obey the last order. Let us not try to bring sentiment into it or try to. This young man was posted there by an army officer, and the way the military works, if they say go, you cannot stop. Wike had no right to begin to interrogate that young man. Wike had access to the man who posted him there, and that is the man he should have gone to. Leave the messenger. Take the message. That is what we should have done. That is what wisdom is all about. That is what good leadership is all about. And these are the things we should portray. We should not begin to say, because he's a minister, he's a demigod. No. He knows that it is totally wrong for him to begin to challenge the boy and to begin to ask the boy to bring him approvals. It is not the responsibility of the young man. It is the responsibility of the owner. He knows the owner. He has access to the owner. If you are listening to other generals that have spoken, you will understand where they're coming from. The young man there is there. He has been posted. And that is his duty bit. So you cannot move him away from there.
Okay. Let me speak. Let me speak on that area. I think we are both right in some ways, But the angle I'm coming, okay, you are right. Wike has no right to insult the young man in the military officer in a public place. He's kind of escalate, the verbal confrontation very aggressively. The language he used is very unprofessional. So let's call it what it is. But I'm looking at it from that angle, not because of the guy, Yerimo, or whatever they call him, the young guy. Yeah, he has to obey order. That's the order given by, I believe, the retired Navy officer or whatever. That's the angle I'm coming from. Because in my own opinion, that is not constitutional right. That's the misuse of military asset. The military is supposed to be in the whatever in the bush or whatever. Doing their right. In my own opinion, that's the misuse of that asset. That's what I'm going.
No, sir. You know that in Nigeria today, once you are retiring from the army as a general, you have certain number of soldiers attached to you.
But is that not misuse of? Is that not misuse of our military asset? Why
it is not the problem of the generals. It is the problem of the National Assembly.
No. What I'm saying, I'm not saying about assigning him some people to guide him, but for you to use that military asset to go and subjugate the rule of law
if they are asked to attach to you to guide you, wherever you take them to guard, it is you that they're guarding.
No, I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming the retired military officer. This is what they use in Abuja, Mr. Chilaka. We know what goes on in Abuja about how people give land and previously and everything. Maybe Wike has taken it to a different level. I'm not saying what Wike did was right. Showolu did in 2022. I think I saw the video. That's an epitome of how to handle such a situation. That's what I thought Wike should have done. That's the only area, that's the area I'm blaming him for being an unhinged. What he did was unprofessional. But I'm trying to put it in the right context. The hierarchy. Military has no right to subjugate the governor of the state. When I say the military, I'm not talking about the guy that was giving order. The naval officer,
See, when Nigerians talk sometimes, I ask myself, are we Nigerians? Do we understand?
We are Nigerians. I'm trying to do what is constitutional right. I'm not a wicked fan.
You and I know that every governor of the state is referred to as the chief security officer. But you and I also know that the governor cannot give instruction to the commissioner of police without the commissioner of police taking directive from the inspector general of police. So what makes him the chief security officer of the state? In one breath, the power is given to you. In another breath, it is taken away from you. So that is the point. These are infractions that are contained in the 1999 Constitution that needs to be amended, that needs to be thrown out. And they all see it. But they all take advantage of it when
I'm not faulting the guy. The young man is obeying the law, but I'm looking at it from a constitutional right point of view. What I say, Wike protocol. Wike protocol was wrong.
Sorry, you remember what happened between Sanwo-Olu and the police officer and the policeman? The commissioner of police refused. No governor in Nigeria today can control the commissioner of police.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the way Sanwo-Olu conducted himself, and the guy was saying, sir. Then he left and gone to the commissioner of police.
So why did
that's what Wike should have done.
So why did he do it?
That's why I say he's wrong and unhinged. We know he like emotional intelligence. I'm faulting him, but he can't just come here and say, but forget about the guy now. Both of the retired military or whatever, they are all right. So Wike is wrong, and the officer is wrong. But who will I portion more blame? I will portion more blame to the military, not the guy now. The military that is using their power, to do what. I mean, he's retired. He has no right in terms of constitutional hierarchy. That's what I said. We can insulting the guy is a wrong protocol. But for the officer, obstructing a lawful civil function, whereby Wike has that right.
So
So
do you
that's
know
why I
what
think Wike is right.
sir, have you sir, I'm happy you are talking of Abuja. You know that there are some properties there where they put military zone keep off. You know that.
We are not in a military rule.
Once
We are in a democratic rule.
Once they label a property military zone keep off, it takes the grace of God for anybody to enter it. So these are things that have been happening that you and I know. We are pretending we don't know. We are pretending these things don't work. But this is what has been in place. It has been there. And the only way you can stop it is by looking at the Constitution, looking at the powers that you give to certain people, and ensuring that people do not have the power to abuse them. The Constitution is flawed. It is the flaw in the Constitution that people are taking advantage of. And until we are ready to correct it by removing that document called the 1999 Constitution and bringing a people-oriented constitution that reflects the reality of Nigeria in the 21st century, then we're not ready to move forward. You and I will keep arguing about this till tomorrow, but the truth of the matter is that Wike has access to the former chief of naval staff. He has unhindered access. And if you remember, I think the Minister for Defense said that they had told him that he should allow the military to handle the matter. They had told him, but Wike refused. He wants to show himself. And this is it. This flagrant abuse of power by the politicians, by the military, has to stop. And the only way it can stop is by rejigging, taking away, tearing, burning the 1999 Constitution, and coming out with a more realistic Constitution that reflects the reality of the Nigeria of today.
Mr. Chilaka, you and I agreeing and disagree to a certain
Shebi,
area.
I have allowed people to finish your arguments. Can I close my church now?
Yeah. Let me conclude. Let me conclude. Okay, I'm not arguing what he said. I'm just trying to make what I think, in my own point of view, what Wike did and what Wike did not do. And I told you both of them was right and wrong. We try to make a judgment based on balance. That's where I just see Wike used a poor judgment, in his speech. Let's call it what it is. And the officer, when I say the officer, I'm not talking about the person guiding it. He's acting outside his authority. I'm talking about the naval officer that, give that guy the authority. I mean, that's just the way I say it. But this is my own opinion. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm trying to base it on the prism of how things is being done here, the hierarchy, or, and the military has no right, or whatever the police has no right to subjugate the authority of the governor in any state here. It's going to be sa. You have to, if you don't like it, you go to the hierarchy. We go to the president. That's the way it's supposed to be done. I guess that's the way I'm looking at it. But am I wrong? But it's just my own opinion, okay? Dr. Chilaka, it has been a good dialogue with you. I'm glad I had this dialogue with you. It's very good. Precious.
You're welcome.
I will see you tomorrow, okay?
Good night, sir. Thank you
so much.
See you tomorrow. Bye. Prince Francis Chilaka, sir, I'd like to say a big thank you to you. Thank you so much. You people have not followed him. Yeah, people should go and follow him like your village people now, as Prince Chilaka TV. See and there now. He's looking at you. Please him like your village people, like across our platform. Please kindly go for and thank you so much, sir. It's obliging us. I've told you before that your reward is on earth, is not in heaven. And you will reap your reward on earth before you reach heaven. I'd like to appreciate you. Nigerians, please kindly go and follow him. Click on the subscription button, follow his page. Also follow us at Precious In TV, and across all social media platforms. Also follow us: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. We'd expect you to follow us. Thank you so much. So I'll see you again on it. We'll see you again on Sunday, sir, right?
I don't want to answer like a Nigerian politician.
This one that you're not answering me. See you again on Sunday, right? No. I want
yeah. We'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday.
We'll see you on Sunday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. I'm trying to come on London Sunday. I'll be around on Sunday. No problem.
No problem. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Good night and God bless you. All right, Nigerians, thank you so much. I'd like to say big thank you to you guys. It's always a pleasure to be here and discuss matters about our country with you. I'll see you again tomorrow evening with Dr. Anosike tomorrow evening, God willing. And then also, it's good night. Thank you so much and God bless you. Good night. Remember to protect your mental health because it is very, very important. Good night and God bless you.